Hey, welcome back, everyone. It is time for another red hot covered call video. Well, hey, look, I got a treat for you today. We're going to talk about a new wheel trade that I've started. I'm actually excited because I've used this stock before. I've talked about it plenty of times, and I think you're going to like it. In fact, it trades under $100. So for a lot of you small ball players that have about $10,000, you could actually get in the game. And if you find anything I show you here interesting, I hope you'll go out, do your own research, and if you put skin in the game, I do wish you luck. Now look, what I do here on my channel is talk about selling premium. We talk about writing covered calls and selling cash secure puts. We use our shares to generate real cash by writing covered calls. We use our cash telling the greater stock market that we will buy your shares at a price we pick for a time frame we pick, and you pay us a per share premium. That's going to be the wheel. And in this video, that's what we're going to do here. We're going to sell a cash secure put, and that effectively starts the wheel strategy. And we're going to talk a little bit about that here. My wheel of profit, I call it. Now look, if any of that interests you, I want you to subscribe to the channel. It's right there and it's free. I come back every single week showing you timely and relevant covered call trades, cash secure put trades to just up your game. I show you my trades, we talk about them, so maybe you learn something. Hey, look, if you like this video today, bang that like button. It lets me know you like what I'm doing. You know, when I started this year, I had a goal of 55,000. So what have I learned from this year? You know, if you put in the time and you put in the homework, I'll tell you, you get good. And to be honest with you, you get comfortable. And that's what I always say, and I try to reinforce to you. If you get your financial education, if you get your experience, you'll find that you'll do one trade, two trades. And by the third and fourth trade, you won't need me. You won't need anybody on YouTube. And that's wonderful, because you take your financial futures in your own hands, just like I did some 5 years ago. So let's go ahead and talk about this wheel strategy, because we're able to generate cash up front with our very first trade being a cash secure put. Now, many of you know I have an upgraded CTP Dashboard premium membership, and a lot of people believe that they only get access to my dashboard, right? My world famous dashboard, a dashboard I use every single week trying to find my next great stock to use selling premium. But what people don't understand is they get so much more. I love emailing the members, showing them the world through my eyes. And what I did this week is when I noticed Pinterest had rallied through some recent resistance, and now it was basing. It was basing at a support line that I felt good with, so I went ahead and let the members know what I was watching. And Pinterest is one of those stocks that it has reported great earnings, doesn't have much competition. It's a quote-unquote verb stock. I love Pinterest. I want to be in the game with Pinterest. So I did a wheel strategy about a month and a half ago. I was never assigned the shares, because when I placed the cash secure put, Pinterest jumped on its horse and just rallied higher. I pocketed the cash secure put crumb, and we moved on. Well, fast forward to where we're at now, Pinterest has continued to go higher, but it's pulled back a little bit. And what I did for the members is I really broke it down as to what I'm seeing. And to be honest with you, I even give a little bit of flavor as to what I might do and what I ended up doing. One of the things I'm going to show you on the chart is how Pinterest was hitting some resistance. Once it broke through the resistance, you really get a picture as to how that becomes the new support line. And it's very evident with this picture right here. Let's go ahead and go to the trade. I'm going to show you the trade I did, and then we'll go over to the chart, and I'm going to break this down and give you my mindset, my thought, and why I put real skin in the game. So like I mentioned before, I show you my trades, we talk about it, so maybe you learn something. These are real trades, and this is my money, real skin in the game. So what I did on December 11th, that was yesterday, I went ahead and I did a 30-day cash secure put. You can see the timestamp there being December 11th. You see that my 30-day expiration is January 8th. You see that I picked the 68 strike. Now, I'm going to explain why I picked the 68 strike so you get a little clarity on that. I did 3 contracts, right? So what I did was I put up the money to buy somebody's shares, 300 shares at 68. That's what a cash secure put is. We take the money to buy somebody's shares. We then tell the greater stock market that we will be assigned your share should you elect to take our contract at $68 a share. Well, they paid me $3.30 for that. So for that obligation, right, putting my money up, letting it sit to the side, that's an obligation on my part. I have to set that money to the side. Well, they're going to pay me $3.38 to set that money to the side for 30 days. And that's exactly what I did. And as you can see over here, I got paid almost $1,000 for that trade. That trade is going to turn out to be about 5% in a 30-day window. And that's what we want to do when we sell premium. We want to make anywhere from 3 to 4 to 5% cash on cash month over month. And if we can do that, we can beat the historical S&P 500 returns for which all of Wall Street gets measured by. We've been able to do that this year. I'm going to show you my numbers real quick before we go to the chart. But you can see this year, cash on cash, using about $225,000, I'm up some 51%. Selling premium, doing exactly what I'm about to show you right now. And to be honest with you, I've picked great stocks throughout the year, whether they be 3M, Visa, JP Morgan, Pins, DraftKings, you've seen them all. And I don't do much heavy lifting. You know, I've researched these stocks. I've put skin in the game. We trade them. When the trade's over, we do it again. And that's what I've told you from the jump here. Once you get in the game, you get your experience, you're going to find that little basket of stocks. You're going to use them and you're going to rotate through them as you avoid earnings reports for one stock and maybe same store sales for another stock, or maybe you want to collect a dividend on one or just play some momentum after a stock has reported earnings. I'll tell you, you can do this. And hey, look, you don't have to have $225,000 to do this. All you need is 100 shares of an optionable stock. That's where you begin. Do understand, I started all of this 5 years ago with one stock. I've told the story many times. One stock got me in the game. I sold the covered call. I bought it back. I then sold another covered call. I tell you, that was the beginning of what you see right here. So if you're sitting out there thinking this is just too much, right? It's too big. These numbers are too big. Understand, my very first trade, I made $125. And I'll tell you, setting goals, being excited and motivated, I found myself to where I am today. You can do it. I want you to get off the bench and get in the game. So let's go ahead and get to the chart. I'll show you exactly what I see with Pins. So let's go ahead and talk about this. I showed you in that picture where I thought Pins was hitting resistance. And as you can see, every single time it hits this mythical 68 resistance, right? It has to break through 68. And if it does break through 68 and it stays up there for about 3 days, most of the gurus will tell you that that's the new support. And as you can see, it tried to hit that 68 and go above it. Now, again, I never profess to be a chart expert, but I see what I see. And when Pins broke through resistance, you could see this plain as day. When it breaks through resistance right there for the final time, it stays above resistance. And now you can see it is literally bouncing off what used to be resistance, which is now the new support line. And this support line is 68. So what I saw yesterday was this. As Pins is rallying up, it's pulling back. It's rallying up, it's pulling back. It's moving in these $2, $3, $4 moves, and it's pulling back equally, meaning it shoots forward, comes back. So I decided when Pins was down to some $70 yesterday, after rallying some $3 and $4 the day before, that's when I wanted to use that opportunity to sell the 68 cash secure put. Now, the reason I did that is because you get juicier premiums on the cash secure put when the stock is down for the day. So I was able to get a little bit more premium because the stock had fallen $1.50. I used that 68 number. It wasn't trading anywhere near 68, but I'm going to use 68, meaning I'll buy somebody's shares at $68. They paid me $3.50 for that. So what's my true cost basis? My true cost basis is $68 minus $3.50. So when I'm assigned the shares at 68, really my cost basis is much lower. So when I'm assigned the shares, if Pins has not fallen off the table, I can write a covered call. And that's the wheel, right? That's the wheel of profit. The wheel of profit is selling premium with every trade. The first trade being a cash secure put. So this would be that cash secure put right here. Now, it plays out for 30 days. And let's just say the stock finishes below 68. I'm assigned the shares. Well, now I own the shares. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to then write a covered call on those shares, collecting more premium. And when that trade starts to unwind and go to expiration, if my shares are taken away, we do the cash secure put to start the wheel again. If the stock does not finish above my new covered call strike price, then I'm going to keep the shares, I'm going to keep the premium, and we're going to write another covered call. This wheel of profit not only offers collecting premium every single time we do a trade, but it also gives you great experience. Right? I love talking about getting your experience because you'll find every single trade you do in a wheel, you might have to use some exit strategies. If you don't have to use any exit strategies, at least you get comfortable with both sides of the selling premium trade. Selling a cash secure put where you put your money up, you feel that, right? You understand that as soon as you place that trade, your money is set to the side. Then when you're assigned the shares, you'll feel that. You'll wake up Monday morning and sure enough, you have those shares at 68 and you'll immediately go in and write a covered call. Then when you write the covered call, you'll see the trade play out. You may buy your option back or let it go to expiration. And if you let it go to expiration, if it finishes above the strike, you'll see that your shares are taken away. It's an experience. And you learn along the way. A lot of this stuff is theoretical and you talk about what happens, but when you're actually in the game, it feels different. And really, that's what I want you to do. I want you to get off the bench. I want you to get in the game so you experience that success. Now, again, if things like this interest you, my premium membership is there on my website at ctpdashboard.com. I give you a 1 free month offer. You're probably sitting out there, you'd love some great ideas. See, that's one of the big hurdles. A lot of people ask me, John, how do you find your stocks? Well, what if you were a part of a membership for which you got emails like this, taking a peek over an active, successful trader's shoulder, and you see this kind of feedback? You read it. You can start your research. You can then really feel that research. And then when you put real skin in the game, you know exactly why you made that trade. A lot of times people get into trades where they were just looking for premium. And then when they own the stock and the stock falls, they don't understand anything about the company because they wanted the fat premium. I always tell you, you always do your research from the front side where we research the stock, the company. We never research from the premium back because that fat premium will seduce you. You won't do all your research and then you might get left holding the bag. So I'll give you 1 free month offer over on my website, ctpdashboard.com. Would love to welcome you aboard. Hey, look, I'm going to give you updates on my one stock, 1 week, $1,000 challenge next video because a lot of things happened with that last trade I want to share with you. I had to mitigate some serious losses, almost lost $3,000, ended up losing only $300. And that's where we use our skill, right? We have a skill, we use it to mitigate losses. I'll tell you what, it is an exercise in getting your experience. Look for that next video. So before you go, I want you to subscribe to the channel so you know when I do that video. And hey, look, bang that like button. It lets me know you like what I'm doing. Be safe, be healthy. Most important, be lucky. Until next time, may all your covered calls be profitable.